Faye. Faye, who is it? Who's calling me? I am Zohar? What is this light? I reside in Zohar. I am the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Faye's talking to God now. Or the entity inside the Zohar, right? Like, I mean, like, what? God? God. Some refer to me as that. From a certain point of view, it is right to view me as such. But at the same time, I am not. I am also a part of you. Part of me. I am defined by how people observe me. You are actually talking to a virtual version of me that you yourself create. I am your perception of me. I don't understand what you're talking about. Who or what are you? In one word, existence. Existence. In actuality, I do not have a physical form. I am an existence of a higher dimension, a place you cannot perceive. But in terms you would understand it, it is a world where everything acts as kinds of waves. It is the source of this fourth dimensional universe, the place where time and space are controlled, the fluctuating void, the wave existence. What does such an existence have to do with me? Long ago, a modifier, or a pseudo-perpetual infinite energy engine was created. That engine was named Zohar. That reactor was created by an ancient people from another planet to attain what is considered to be the ultimate energy possible within this four-dimensional universe. Eventually, these people used that same engine to create the ultimate interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus. Zohar was used as its primary source of power, but the unexpected happened. During the connection tests of Zohar with the newly completed Deus, the engine started to examine infinite potential phenomenon. Requiring energy, the engine connected this dimension to the higher dimensional space, and as a result, that reactor merged or synchronized with the wave existence in that higher dimension, me. I descended from the point of contact created by the machine through the path of Sephiroth, or the domain you are in right now, and incarnated in the fourth dimensional world. After I advented to the four-dimensional world, in order to stabilize myself here, I had to exchange or materialize my form and enter into the modifier engine. In other words, I became bound in Zohar in the cage of fleshly existence. Since the time I was bound in Zohar, I have always wanted to return to my own dimension, and I came to a conclusion. I had to reverse the process I went through to arrive here. I must be released by the one who instilled within me a special feature of this dimension, the will. That one is you. Decided it was me, a special feature? Yes, I was given a special attribute of a human by you, the contact. When you observed me, I was given a mother's will. A mother's will? I'm sure you remember after my descent, you had contact with the modifier engine Zohar. What? Oh, what is this now? Like, we're in another... What? What was that? As a contact being only a child, you define my existence with your desire to return to your mother. Thus I came to prepare the mother's will. That will is Elheim. Ellie's disposition was influenced by me? Yes, my will was incarnated through the biocomputer, which was vital for Deus. After combining with me, the biocomputer evolved its functions, and that bioplant generated a central element, that is her. I was split by your contract. My physical form or flesh stayed in the Zohar, while my will went into Elheim, and my power went into you. That's why I waited to unite with you, and now it is fulfilled. My only remaining desire is to break this cage of fleshly existence. In order to do that, I must become perfect by combining with Elheim, as well as my other split physical form, Deus. The only way to return to my original dimension is to destroy this physical body. In the four-dimensional world, Zohar is perfect. So in order to destroy Zohar, I need the strength that was attributed to you. Zohar can only be destroyed by the hands of the contact. What about Ellie? If Zohar is destroyed, what will become of Ellie? Zohar and Deus are one. She is bound to the system by another's will to become one with me. In order to release her, it is necessary to destroy that very system that serves as the Deus weapon. However, having been created as a weapon, the Deus system seeks to unify itself with all of you for a different purpose than that of mine. Originally, her release should have been performed by me, the one who desires to return back to a higher dimension, but I am also bound to the system just as she is, so I am unable to participate. You are the only one who can release her from her spell. Just as Deus and I are inseparable, you and her are also inseparable. Alright, I'll destroy Deus and the Zohar modifier and I'll save Ellie. You've experienced much loss and deprivation in your life. It's very tragic. Our contact and the resulting transference of power and will between you and I has most likely played a factor in splitting your personality. I disagree. I can't blame anything or anyone beside myself. Regardless of what may have happened in the past, with the passing of time, the cause becomes more remote. It is a problem that comes from within myself that I myself must deal with. I see you have managed to accept those tragedies and to tolerate all things and to comprehend and find where you stand in this world. If you have succeeded to do all these things, I am sure you will succeed in what awaits you now. To liberate all of us. Use the Xenogears. Destroy Zohar. Wait, there's more I need to ask you. The system is awakening. Ask her later. Thank God. Yes, please save. Okay, so we just got like so much information. Okay. When was that cutscene where he became the contact? What life was that? Was that before Abel? Like, oof. Level 70 now. Doesn't that mean we get another death blow? I think we had another death blow waiting for level 70, didn't we? What someone said. Anyways. Just after the crash, that was Abel. Okay. Abel was the only survivor. Now you have an idea of what Zohar is. Yeah. Whoa. Dad. Dad, are you okay? Dad, I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Faye, you've returned to your own self. You've become one. Yes, thanks to you all. If all of you hadn't called out to me. Dad, don't worry. This is good. This is, after all, Aww, Wiseman's gonna die? You and I must become one. Graf, what's going on? Graf wants to have his original body back, basically. I reached the limit of the body I possess on that day 3 years ago. I require a body that would tide me over until your true awakening. That's why I acquired the body of your father. What? Back up. We knew Graf was Lacan. And then we found out that Graf has been possessing other bodies to live on after death. So we're saying 3 years ago when Faye killed his mom and went crazy because Graf showed up, Graf took Khan's body? So Graf is also Wiseman? Is that what he's saying? Not only is Wiseman Khan, he's also Graf? Or he's possessed by Graf? Regardless of your reawakening, you're merging in the inherited memories you've acquired. There was no way for you to know this, since you had lost your memory at that point. At the point in which I merged with your father. Impossible. What about Wiseman? What about father? Of course they were just parts of me. I couldn't hold on to Khan totally. His ego was far stronger than I imagined, and when my control weakened, he showed himself to you as Wiseman. Wow, okay. Did not see that coming. You've awakened. This body is now useless to me. Now I must return to my original body. The reincarnation of my body that you inhabit. Stop it, Dad. There's hints that Wiseman and Graf are the same person. I want to go back and see those. Like, I did not get that at all. Like, I missed all of that. I hear you, Faye. You see, he and I are one. I am Khan. Khan is me. He's become one with me, so you too should open your heart and unite with me. Then we can go on to eliminate everything. No, I can't allow you to control me. We're gonna finally have to beat Graf. All right, so we beat Graf, and then we go destroy the Zohar and save Ellie. And there's some dungeons in between. That's basically what we have left, I guess. We gotta defeat Deus again. Protecting your master, and so be it. I'll merge with both you and your machine then. Now come, Faye, fight me. It's no use. I know you're Lacan and that you're part of me. But that doesn't change you being my father. I could never really fight you. You're so naive. Why don't you understand that your naivety is what killed Sophia? What killed your mother, Karen? I already know that. That's why I swore never to run away again. This is so weird because, like, he's both characters. Sort of. Like, it's like having an argument with himself, in a way. Like, he's different and the same. Ugh. They both have Lacan's memories. I must rescue Ellie so I don't get in my way. Wake up, open your eyes, Father Lacan. If that's the case, then fight me. Fight me. I can't. I see. There's no choice. Khan is Wiseman, is Graf, is Lacan, is Faye, is Id. Yeah, basically. Since you are so... well, I mean, Id was like a alternate personality of Faye, honestly. The Coward and Id are like the two halves of Faye. Since you are so unwilling to fight, I believe I'll have to use them as bait. Stop it. Look at this gear. Just taking a second to look at, like, Veltal now. Like, don't we have the same memories? Can't you also remember that sadness you felt way back then? Why then? Why must you destroy everything? If we stop Deus, won't this all be over? You still don't understand, even after your contact with the Existence? I came to understand after my contact with the Existence that even if Deus was destroyed, as long as humans still inhabit this land, Miang, Elheim will be born time and again. All living things may well perish along with Deus itself. That's the only path to freedom. The path to release us from the eternal cycles of life and the tragedies of histories and the spell of fate. Once I awaken Deus as a weapon, I'll obliterate all living things. Then I'll use your awakened self and that machine to return everything to nothing. That's what I concluded. Miang and Elheim, not just Deus. Mouthpieces, that woman is its main body. Why can't you see that? That's not true. She gave her life for me by shielding me from harm. Her eyes weren't Miang's. Mother came back at that last moment. Miang, Mother, even Ellie were all humans born on this planet. Deus doesn't matter. You'll see, I'll bring Ellie back. Father, no, Graf, Lacan. If you won't back down, never. Then I have no choice. The time has come to truly become one. Oh, okay. We're fighting Graf again. Finally, we gotta finally beat him this time. All right, True Veltal. Last time we fought True Veltal, it was just annihilated us. It is much weaker this time. Or we're very much stronger. One or the other. Here's a question. Can we still become id? No! We've integrated it into ourselves. We no longer have the id. That's unfortunate, right? Let's boost her up. Alright. We can just, like, use level 1 death blows probably and be okay. Xenogears now has 99% chance to enter hyper mode. Oh, you're right. All the hyper mode. Never mind, let's not use level 1 death blows. Let's go up to level 3. Look at this new gear, dude. Is this still called Veltol? It looks awesome. No, that is Xenogears. That's the name. Okay. So my gear is now Xenogears. Okay, we're in hyper mode. Go to next. Here we go. Boom. He doesn't stand a chance, man. Let's try the other one too, just to see it. Kosho. Probably weaker, but I mean, you gotta see it. Oh, look at this. 6,000. 0 damage. How much was this one? Triangle was 6,000 damage. Square is a little bit more. Just a little bit more. We already won? Yeah, this is definitely not a real fight. That's a story-based you're gonna win fight, right? All right. Why don't you finish me off? If you don't get rid of me, then you cannot get what you want. It's all right, Dad. I understand. You're not Graf. You are my father. You and Graf are one. Your will and purposes never change. I knew that once we fought, but let's stop now. Our objectives should be the same. It's the same as our becoming one. We don't have to fight. What? My body? Zohar is after you. The last piece to combine with Deus' system. It seeks to unify with you, the first to have been divided from it. What? This is what Lacan wanted all along. After all, I'm an imperfect existence. It was inevitable that I would come to this, considering what had happened in the past. Lacan's imperfect secondary contact with the wave existence split his personality into two. Eventually his body died, but the original Lacan transmigrated, bringing the destiny of becoming the contact with him. He was reborn as your present body. The remaining persona, just his desires, lived on in a separately by possessing the bodies of others. That's why Graf is so different from Lacan. That is Graf. That is me. I may have inherited Lacan's will, but I'm not the same as the contact Lacan. It is impossible for me to make real contact. There would be no true melding and release. Even though our bodies may be different, I am still half of you that in fact remains. Although I'm imperfect, I can merge temporarily with the Zohar and thus may be able to buy you some time. This is the only way I can be one with you. This is all I can do. Deus' system will start to look for you again. Before then, you have to destroy the newly perfected Deus and this Zohar modifier. You're the only one that can destroy the physical barrier that encases God's body. Dad, as you said, that was Karen. Through many generations, Mang is beginning to break free from her bounds. Now that Elheim has merged with Deus, she has all of her memories back. All the memories from her original birth as the contact's complement up to her current transmigration. That includes all the lives that she's lived as Miang and her substitutes over the centuries. And of course that includes your mother's memories too. Mother's memories? Faye, cut away all the binds of mankind. You should be able to do that now. Save her and all the other women bound with her. I'm begging you, Faye. Whew. Whew. Tell you what. Man, if you wander into this stream like at this point and you don't know the story of Xenogears, you must be so confused. Right? What's this? This pendant. Is this Sophia's or my mother's? It's nothing. Just talking to myself. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused everyone. Anyway, let's get going. There's little time left now for me and for our planet. Getting near the end, guys. What is this place? This is where it all started. This is our genesis. We know humans were born here. Long ago, Deus crash landed on this planet in an interplanetary colony ship. And in order to revive itself, someday Deus detached the Zohar modifier's core. After this core unit became down here, a single woman awoke and arose out of it. She's the mother of all humanity. After she awoke, she used all her power to bear several beings. These would become the ancestors of the whole of humanity. These were the Emperor and the Gazelle Ministry. Finally, she gave birth to replicas of herself to be humanity's caretakers. Two selves, the human mother and the weapon, the subject and the complement. That is Ellie and Miang. I, the sole survivor of the colony ship, met Ellie, and everything started from there. The land of Genesis, Kadami. This is that place. Yeah, but Faye, even if you're shared fate with Deus, why do you have such ancient memories? Usually human memories cannot be passed down through the generations. Humans do not normally have the ability to compress and store memories in their introns. But Ellie and I, and Miang, are different. Due to our connection with the wave existence, that is, due to Zohar's ability to change possible phenomenon we can clearly store data in our introns. In other words, we can leave behind memories to be inherited by our descendants. Just as the wave existence is bound inside of Zohar, the information is affixed to me, so to speak, by some of the power of the wave existence. Okay. Then this is the form from when Ellie and Miang were still one being. This is the first woman of our world. Our mother.